with you, heaven is a place on earth, and I will take you there. I'll take you. Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to Tarot with Tay. Welcome to the Tay gang. If you've never been here before, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as the bell to be notified every single time that I pull up, okay? If you like to book a personal reading, be sure to hit the very first link in the description box to head on over to thegoddessoftheunknown.com to book your personal reading today. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a big old thumbs up. And if you would like to leave a virtual tip, there is a donation jar in the description box down below. Always appreciated, never required. And we also do have a P.O. box if you would like to send gifts for the channel. But speaking of the channel, we do have Tay Gang merch that has dropped. Okay, so get your Tay Gang apparel. Get your Tay Gang apparel game up, baby. Okay, I'll leave the Etsy shop linked in the description box as well. Any shirts that you like from there, feel free to buy them. It's a partnership, so it's a win-win either way. Much appreciated for all the love and the support. And so now let's go ahead and get into today's pick a card reading, okay? We are going to be doing a pick a card reading on what you do not see about yourself. This is just the ego boost that I know we all need every now and then. And speaking of an ego boost, if you like your personalized ego boost, then you can book one of those on the channel where your girl will hype you up for 2222. And I mean, honestly, it feels good for me and it feels good for you. So I love doing those readings. Thank you guys so much in advance, and just thank you anyway for all that you have already done. I see those of you that are genuine, and I truly appreciate you more than anything. So now let's go ahead and get into our groups, as it is now raining. Oh my god, you can see me. Hi. All right, so let's see if I can get all the children together. Oh yeah, and it's a storm out there. All right, so here we have the decks that we will be using behind. We have numerology, the Mystic Mondays Tarot, and the African Goddess Rising Oracle. But here we have our 5 groups represented by these stones. First, we have this beautiful amethyst crystal right here for group number 1. Group number 2, we have this orange calcite here. Group number 3, we have this black tourmaline. Group number 4, we have angelite. And group number 5, we have blue lace agate. Please feel free to pause the screen if needed. Select as many groups as you feel guided to choose. And no long talking, let's go ahead and get this ish one in popping. But you guys always ask these questions because you never actually listen to the intro, but you always want the answers, but you're not willing to look for it, okay? We do have Tay Gang merch. If you are interested, there is a way to book with me. The very first link in the description box. Head on over to thegoddessoftheunknown.com to book a personal reading today. And what else do you guys always ask me about? Yes, I do make music. Okay, you guys compliment my voice. Yes, that is me singing in the intro. I feel like I need an intro to the intro to get all of this out. But anyway, 5 groups. The description box will tell you everything you need to know. All you have to do is read. I promise you, I'm not leaving you in the dark. Group 1. Group 2. Group 3. Group 4. Group 5. Again, feel free to pause the screen if needed, but here are your 5 groups. Much love, much life, and may your ego get a boost. Let's get it. Group number 1, if you selected this unique amethyst crystal, then this is your reading. I'm going to put your stone right here in the center of all of this crystal goodness, okay? And it's something about the number 4 for my group number 1s, okay? something solid about you. So let's go ahead. I'm going to pull one numerology card right now. And this one card is just going to tell us the main thing about you that you do not see about yourself. How can I boost up the ego of my group number ones? Okay, so we have pride that came out with domestic harmony. All right, so I'm not going to take both of them. I'm just going to tell you what I get from that. But immediately, an ego boost for you is your home space, okay? So whether this is referring to you having your own house, your own apartment, your own condo, your own anything, it's your independence, your individuality, and your way of expression within those spaces, okay? Even if you just have like an art room, I'm being brought to just small spaces, small slices of what you would consider heaven, that you create for yourself. So I am saying that this is something that's powerful and should be an ego boost for you, is that you can make any space feel like home. You can make any space feel warm and cuddly. I'm seeing like someone bring home a new puppy or a new kitten, or just being brought into a new environment and immediately knowing how to make it all mend and work together and mesh really well. So we have health, the number 71. Okay, so this is definitely letting me know that you do these things. You clean your spaces, or you keep your spaces looking a specific way, because this is significant to your mental health, to your physical health, to your emotional health. I'm just seeing that a nice, tidy environment, or whatever kind of environment that fits your aesthetic, is something that is very relevant in your life's path, your life's journey. And by relevant, I mean it's a way for you to let loose and be free, a place to feel safe and at home. Okay, this is when you are at your healthiest. I'm also getting that you are being applauded for the current weight that you're at right now. You're at a healthy weight, no matter if you consider yourself to be big, small, skinny, tall, whatever the case may be. I'm seeing that you are looking good. I feel like there's like this energy of a lot of laughs in your environment as well. So I'm going to leave that card right there. Can you guys see that? No. Where can I put it so that you may see it? Let's put it there. Yeah, we're gonna put it right there for now. So we have health as your overall energy, the number 71, but I'm being brought to break it down to the number 8. Okay, this is I'm being brought to your charisma, your charm, your aesthetics. There's something about yellows or gold, white, patterns. Okay. But there's something very distinct and very aesthetic about your space, or the way that you dress, the way that you present yourself. Even if it's like a school project, you always put your pizzazz on it, your personal touch. Okay, you're not afraid to stand out in some way, shape, or form, and this is why you glow. This is why health is coming out for you, because it's healthy for you to express yourself in these ways, in these manners, and it is showing in your physical appearance. Okay, I'm getting like your skin is glowing, your voice is clear. I'm getting like someone like singing in the forest, like a Snow White kind of thing, but you just have like really clear tunnels. You have really clear bowels. You have really, like, there's this energy of cleansing, like just an easy slide through, like a glide. Okay. Let's go ahead and get your one center card. I'm going to do the 4 cardinal directions. So north is representing your physical self, while east is going to represent new beginnings, south is going to represent challenges, and then west is going to represent emotion. Okay, and we're going to all bring this together with this one center card that we will reveal at the end. This one wants to go on the bottom. And at the bottom of the deck, we have spiritual career here. Okay, so I feel like that might all come together. But what it's bringing me back to is the first 2 cards that came out for you, where I was talking about your independence, your home space, or this thing that you have created, the number 4. again, that number 4 was blaring at the beginning of your reading. So this is talking about your home space, or something that you've created, something that you've built from the ground up, or just something that you have nurtured to a certain point. For some of you, you did get a new puppy, or you did get a new kitten, and you nurtured it to a certain point, a level of health. For some of you, you have discovered that you have the ability to give life, to give energy, to give liberty and liberation to people. And I feel that some way, shape, or form you are incorporating this into your job. I feel like there may have even been like a promotion to say, you know what, we didn't even know that we needed this, this type of we didn't, what is that term, like, this is a resource that we didn't know that we needed in this facility. I feel like you have brought a magnificent change to the space that you are currently in. So before I go on too far, let's go ahead and continue on. Let's get the north cardinal direction, your physical appearance. Your physical appearance. Why should I give them an ego boost for their physical appearance? The 6 of Swords. Okay, you do not look like what you have been through. You do not look like what you have been through. And I think that is a blessing all in itself. 6 of Swords, you do not look like what you've been through. I'm seeing that it's almost as if you are judging yourself based on what you know that you've been through, but in reality, you didn't see it from the outside perspective. Okay, on the outside you don't see all that goes wrong. All right, the 6 of Wands coming out here representing your east, new beginnings. You need to be celebrating this new beginning. An ego boost for you is that, number 1, you don't look like the struggles that you have gone through, and you have overcome something. You have done something. You have created something that is magnificent. Okay, you have something to celebrate. For a lot of you, this is your confidence in yourself. Okay, let's get an ego boost for the challenges. Okay, and an ego boost for the West, the emotions. All right, for some of you, like Chanel West Coast is coming through, so maybe you watch like a show with her on it, or you just resonate with that. I'm also getting like the blonde hair, and like the street style could be your thing as well. I'm seeing like a red lip. I'm seeing like this old school, not even old school, honestly. That was like the 2010s with the nerd glasses and the hair. You know, that aesthetic, like kind of emo, kind of street style. Like the kid that it was a hipster could get on with just about anybody. Okay, but I digress from that. Let's go ahead and continue on. An ego boost for your challenges. The 10 of Wands is that you are taking on a lot, but honestly, if you look here, the 6 of Wands, you have alleviated some sort of burden. Like there's something about you thinking smarter and working smarter, not harder. In some way, you have alleviated a lot of your burdens. And let's be brought here. Okay, the 10 of Wands, 6 of Wands, the difference between that, 4 Wands. Your foundation is what you need to be celebrating. What you do not see about yourself is this solid foundation, this abundant, beautiful foundation that people admire. I feel like it's something that you kind of downplay because, again, you're on the inside looking at everything that's going wrong, but think about it from the outside. The strangers from the window outside looking in, it looks so peaceful, and you're being called to observe from that perspective a little bit more. So let's get an emotional ego boost. The Queen of Pentacles, that's what I'm saying, is your progress, your growth, your abundance, your ability to focus. Okay, your ability to harness your thoughts into reality is your biggest ego boost right now. Bottom of the deck, the Chariot. Your ego boost is your whole life in the way that you have overcome whatever it may be. For quite a few of you, it's literally about your spiritual career that has somehow made you healthier and made others healthier. For some of you, it doesn't have to necessarily be like a spiritual thing like woo-woo, like, oh, I do Reiki, or oh, I do this, or oh, I do tarot. Or it could simply be you being an interior designer, creating spaces that make people feel comfortable at home. This puts their spirit at rest. Thus, you too have a spiritual career. You can even be a teacher in a classroom and have a spiritual career, because it's not about the occupation. It's about the individual and your spirit and your soul and how you bleed into it. And I'm seeing that you are being very wise about the way that you go about this. Okay, so your center card, numerology. Wow, Pride came right back out again. So what I am getting here is that you have a tendency of mistaking confidence for pride. There's this energy of like a blockage because you won't allow yourself to celebrate these wins because you feel like maybe they'll be taken from you, or maybe you just feel like it's fleeting, okay? But if this is a new lifestyle that you desire and you've unlocked a portal, unlocked a door, you've created a way, shape, or form for yourself, you should really sit with that, okay? Seasons is at the top here, and Wounded Healer. I wanted 2 cards, so I'm going to take them actually. But let's emphasize Wounded Healer, okay, and Seasons. This is your season. This is your season to heal. This is your season to be healed. This is your season to do it all, okay? Allow yourself to let this be your season, okay? As Issa put on Instagram, it feels like a me season. Anyone that doesn't like it, you should block me, okay? Anyone that you feel is feeling dulled down by your light should not be in your energy right now, is what's really coming through. And then we have Miracles by, is it Izon? I'm not really sure how to pronounce these beautiful names, but they know I mean no disrespect, okay? So let's just focus on the miracles that have blossomed in our life, because you are living a prayer that you once prayed, okay? And with Seasons and Wounded Healer, I'm going to actually read these, but it's the number 1 and the number 15. I'm going to read these straight from the book simply because I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I know everything about these beautiful goddesses and gods that are mentioned. Okay, this is a goddess deck, so it's about goddesses, but I'm not going to pretend to know everything. I'm not going to pretend that I just, I got it all going, when really there's definitely more that can be added. So I'm going to read the number 1 first. And the number 1 is, again, I'm sorry if I butcher these names, but it's Nana Buluku. Nana Buluku over the Seasons, okay? We have Nana Buluku is the most high supreme being, okay? We have primordial mother, grandmother of all the Orishas, deities, and Dahomies, oh gosh, wise women, herbalists, and healers, okay? So healer season, Wounded Healer season, okay? So you can do both. You can heal yourself and overcome your own blockages by thinking that confidence is prideful, or confusing pride with something negative, okay? You're balancing pride in a healthy way. And look at these colors, how they reflect each other. This orange, you're learning how to be happy with who you are and what you're doing and how you're moving. You're incorporating it in healthy ways. All right, so we have your guidance. You have entered a new cycle that is very old. Allow yourself to become present. Trust in divine timing. Don't be in such a hurry. There is no shortcut here. All right, the embodiment. Are you ready for a new beginning, or are you entering a new season that will force you to evolve? This is a time of major transition. You are not stuck. You are holding on to old patterns. Change can be terrifying. Allow yourself to be mentored. When you choose a new path, you are ripe for self-sabotage. A commitment test from the universe may pop up to delay this new pathway. Stay the course. Your time is now. I am limitless. Exactly. I said I am limitless. Okay, so this is also talking about like lemons to lemonade kind of energy. Stop looking at it as if lemons are a bad thing. Why do lemons have to be bad? I am limitless is what I meant to say. Now, let's move on to the number 15, and we will close out your reading here with Sekhmet. I am not sure, but this is Goddess of Wounded Healers, Egypt, okay? This is the Temple of Warriors, the element of fire. I don't think I mentioned that for Nana. Okay, so that is the temple threshold of guardians, and the element of air. All right, so Sekhmet is the fierce ancient Egyptian goddess of war, the sun, and healing. Okay, so a lot of health and healing and yellow vibes coming through for you. She carries life force in her palm with the power to create or destroy. her guidance for you, heal thyself. Everyone gets your best except you. You are a healer among your tribe. Stop putting your needs last. Pride, stop putting your needs last. This is your ego boost to say that it is not a bad thing to put yourself first. If you have been doing that more, you need to celebrate this and embody this even more. Embodiment. When did you decide to become a martyr? Take a breath. Wounded healers hold sadness, rage, and fears of brokenness. Being a warrior wasn't a choice of our beloved foremothers. They did the best that they could. But being a goddess warrior for us is knowing that we have the choice not to fight all the time. Deep dive questions. What are your swords, the weapons you use to fight? And what are your shields, the ways you defend yourself? Dare to lay the burdens down along with your swords and shields. This goddess declares, it is safe to put myself first. Ooh, okay. Much love, much life to you. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this reading. I hope this gave you the ego boost that you needed at this time. Much love, okay? Thank you so much for choosing and trusting me to be your reader. I hope this reading brought a little bit of peace, love, light, healing, clarity, but most importantly, truth and motivation to you. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy. If you would like to purchase some Tay Gang merch, the links are in the description box through Etsy. And if you would like to book a personal reading, very first link in the description box. I don't even know if I said that already. thegoddessoftheunknown.com. And if you would like to donate to the channel, there is a P.O. box as well as a virtual tip jar in the description box. Always appreciated, never required. Let's get into the next group. Group number two. If you selected this orange calcite, then this is your reading. And let me tell you that your ego boost is going to be all about your creativity, your spark, your spunk, and your ability to allow your positive vibes to bless other people with positive vibes. I'm getting this energy of you deciding to change your life in some way, shape, or form has ultimately help to transform your environment, your community. I'm seeing that like friends of friends have changed your lifestyle shortly after you have, and what you're not realizing is that this is indirectly you influence this. You are the reason for this change in the environment. Okay, you feel as though everyone seems to be nature here. Wow, nature and personal growth sitting right here. 7-7 well, really it would be 7-4-7, but just take that as a sign to say that you were the catalyst in this natural reoccurrence, this natural flow, this new way of existing, this new evolution that a lot of people have stepped into in your environment. You are indirectly the reason for that. So this is going to be your main card as to what your ego boost is going to be about. And you guys just saw me shuffle that. And we have perseverance, the number 4. Perseverance, and it's green. I get that this is something that came natural to you after much struggle, much force, and much fight. But there's some way that you found your happy place within all of this. So we are going to use the cardinal directions here. We have north representing your physical being. We have east representing your new beginnings. We have south representing your challenges. And we have west representing your emotions. So let's go ahead and get started with your ego boost. We're going to save this card for last, okay? Well, after these 4 cards. So let's go ahead and get your north ego boost. All right, your north ego boost, the 6 of Pentacles here. All right, so 6 of Pentacles is telling me that you should be feeling really good, really great. I feel like a lot of you have gotten into yoga or juggling or balancing or something. I'm getting like even people balancing stones, but in some way, shape, or form, you have mellowed out your physical body. For a lot of you, you have come down from a highly anxious state, a highly emotional state that was just draining for not only you, but everyone around you. I'm seeing that you have developed from that. Okay, 7 of Cups in your new beginnings representing the East. 7 of Cups tells me that You should be so proud of yourself, and this should be an ego boost for you to know that the world is your oyster. I'm seeing that you have allowed yourself to explore a new realm of possibilities in this peaceful state that you have newly discovered. 6 to 7, now you're not so afraid to step out, to take a chance. Okay, and speaking of stepping out, let's go ahead and pull the South. Wow, what a beautiful challenge for you, okay? Your greatest challenge, your ego boost and challenges right now is that your only challenge is the struggle to find the words for it, okay? I'm seeing that you are overwhelmed by all of your creative flows, all of your creative expressions and all your inspiration. This is an ego boost to let you know that this is just another catalyst for a larger awakening on a larger scale through your environment, through your community. Again, on a larger scale, this is just a domino effect. You deciding to change your life in that one small way inspired your neighbor to do the same, inspired thy neighbor to do the same. This is why peace and love and light and all that good energy starts with you, because once people see you, we are creatures that emulate the things that we see, but in healthy ways we do it in a way that is true to us. So I'm seeing that you are doing a lot of creating that is very true to you. You are really getting deep down into your shadow self to see what it is that you want to say and how you want to say it. Do you want to express your freedom through rollerblading? Do you want to express your freedom through poetry? Do you want to express your freedom through acting? How do you want to express this newly freed caged bird, that, well, this once caged bird? Okay, how do you want to sing? And emotions, we have the Ace of Wands. I'm getting, you got me feeling emotions deeper than I've ever dreamed of. Oh, you got me feeling emotions higher than the heavens above. So your ego boost is, yeah, maybe you do get a little down in the dumps sometimes, or maybe you do get overwhelmed by everything that you see, everything that you envision, but doesn't that feel so much greater than feeling stuck? Okay. Look at that, the Ace of Pentacles. Wouldn't you be overwhelmed? Wouldn't you prefer to be overwhelmed with creative juices flowing as opposed to feeling backed up and lack and just uninspired? This is referring to the way that you express yourself. And with this rose here, it's a deep romanticized way of expression that I'm seeing that's bubbling up to the surface for you. Okay, for some of you, it's something that you are at first afraid to explore because it looks like temptation, it looks like this or it looks like that, but I'm seeing that you are learning that it's all in your intentions here. Hence perseverance. Just because it looks challenging or just because it looks like you shouldn't go that way, you're still open to receiving new messages, new ways of being, new ways of seeing things, new perspectives. It's your openness. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what this numerology card has to say about all of this to bring it all together. We have forgiveness. Okay, so now another thing too, that I know personally firsthand what it feels like when you can be an inspiration to a lot of people, especially helping to bring people out of a dark place. They tend to over romanticize you, or what you have done for them, or they may show their emotions in ways that are unhealthy, maybe by completely like jacking your style, or just completely bulldozing over you and your ideas because you've inspired them so deeply that they're not even seeing that it was you that inspired them. Okay, like I'm just getting this forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. I see you persevering past all of these triumphs, these troubles, the things that you see along the path that could easily slow you down. I see you finding peace over all of that. Okay, again, that once anxious state has now brought you peace. Okay, and it's all about the way that you choose to translate your soul, the way that you choose to translate who you are to the world. So let's go ahead and get some closing cards for you. This is the African Goddess Rising Oracle. I'm going to pull 2 cards here and I'm going to read them from the book because I'm not going to pretend to know everything about these glorious women. All right, so let's go ahead and pull 2. The first one is Harvest Abolimba. And I'm pretty sure I'm mispronouncing all of them, but hey, they know that I mean no disrespect, all right? And the second one is Mam Mamlambo, self-sabotage. Okay, so we have harvest and self-sabotage. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Remember, I was talking about seeing the fruits of your labor, seeing how you are inspiring the world, seeing how, whatever the case may be, and not letting it turn into dark, negative emotion. Just allow it to inspire you further. Okay, hence that temptation that I referred to earlier. I was seeing snakes, and here we have the snake energy here. I see you learning how to alchemize your energy, as opposed to allowing it to drag you down, allowing it to overwhelm you because maybe someone got credit for your work that they stole from you. I see you just letting that fuel you even further. Continue to do that. Oh, look, Aunt Nancy betrayal. I'm telling you, for some of you, it was just that. But you are learning how to be the bigger person in this case. And the thing is that, yeah, being the bigger person may make you feel small right now, but in the end, you will always win because you are being true to you. I'm going to read these two cards and then we're going to close out this reading. The number 43, Nimba, harvest. The number 43, no matter how bad I mispronounce this, the message will remain the same. So, the goddess of harvest. This is the temple of the high priestesses, the element of water. Abol is a Baga, fertility goddess, and Nimba is her living spiritual healing mask. Together, they embody the sacred feminine and abundance. The guidance for you: give thanks. You are being blessed. It is harvest time. Pray attention. A season of great harvest is a season of great epiphanies. You are prospering. Here you go. Like, don't let yourself be down because you're feeling overwhelmed by your inspiration. Let that light you up and guide you to new endeavors. Okay, keep going no matter how difficult the creations may seem to be coming together. I feel like you have an idea that feels bigger than you. Baby steps. Take baby steps. Embodiment. Harvest is when you reap the blessings that you have sown. The harvest is not just the fulfillment of your dreams, but the creation of them. Your thoughts, your imagination, the blessing of you being here another day on this earth, that is all harvest. What seeds of generosity, love, support, and goodwill can you sow in your community to create a bountiful harvest for all? Didn't I say community? You guys, you guys need to listen to Big Time by Rick Ross. My Barbara gotta come to me because I'm big time. Big time, big time. Goddess declaration for you: we are always prospering. It's not just about I, it is about we, the environment. I'm seeing that you are becoming more community based, more community focused, okay? So you will have to win because you're doing it for a higher cause, doing it for the greater good. And number 24, we have Mamba Lambo. All right, so I'm getting very egotistical, materialistic vibes here, but keeping it balanced. Let's see. Mama Lambo, shadow of self-sabotage. Zulu, this is a temple of shadows, the element bush. Shadow monster Mamba Lambo is the brain-sucking snake-like water-dwelling Zulu goddess of rivers. This shadow's guidance: you are holding yourself apart from your blessings. What ancient pain are you trying to stuff down, numb, ignore, or avoid? What does your self-sabotage help you to avoid? Now, remember we were talking about your blockages? The sun. It's literally just about you being okay with exposing it. You being okay with letting go of these old beliefs that tell you that you can't express something in this way. I feel like you might be getting pushback in a way of you expressing yourself, but you're being called to persevere, hence your card here. All right, your embodiment. Your inner saboteur is clever. Seductive patterns of behavior block your path and your power. Distractions, addictions, cravings, and unhealthy habits will not bring you your best. Your inner bully is the voice telling you you messed up. The part of you that is jealous, the anger you don't know what to do with, your stuck inner procrastinator, and your toxic relationship choices. Step I think it meant to say stop. Stop terrorizing yourself with broken promises of discipline. Instead, choose devotion to your chosen pathways. What inspired action can you take today? Your goddess declaration: I have compassion for myself. And I want to add, and others. I'm going to go ahead and leave your reading right here. Much love, much life to you. Thank you so much for choosing and trusting me to be your reader. And I hope this reading brought exactly what you needed, the ego boost that you needed. I hope this reading brought a little bit of peace, love, light, healing, clarity, but most importantly, truth and motivation to keep you going. If you would like to purchase your Tay Gang merch, links are in the description box. Head on over to Etsy to check out our t-shirt shop. It's a partnership, so no matter what shirt you like, you are showing love to the channel. Much appreciated. Thank you. If you would like to give this video a thumbs up, please do share this video with a friend or family member that may find it helpful. We all need an ego boost, am I right? Book a personal reading today for your personalized ego boost for 2222. The link is in the description box, thegoddessoftheunknown.com. Book your personal reading today. There's many options, and if you have any suggestions, comments, questions, concerns, feel free to message me through the site, as long as you not overstep it and we could talk. All right, we could talk, okay, we could talk. But I'm gonna go ahead and leave your reading right here. Much love, much life to you. Let's go ahead and get into the next group. Group number 3, Black Tourmaline. The blessing that awaits you is larger than you can see. Keep going. Let's go ahead and get an ego boost for my group number 3s, those that selected the Black Tourmaline. I'm going to pull one numerology card to speak of right now and one to speak of later. Bottom of the deck, we have Perseverance. This card showed up in the last group's reading, so if you felt drawn to group number 2, feel free to step on over there. So this is your very first card here. But before we get into it, I want to see if I can channel any vibes, any signs, symbols, or synchronicities. Okay, so something about cars. Okay, cars. Maybe you were just talking about cars, or you like fast cars, or you have a yellow car, blue car, green car, a silver car. All right, I know that could be like a whole bunch of different people, but you might even have a car that is more feminine, or you may walk in a way that is perceived as more feminine, okay, no matter what your gender is. What's the ego boost for my group number 3s? I am getting a lot of like, I can only see like 10 feet in front of me. Everything else is pitch black, but I can see 10 feet in front of me very clearly. You're being called to continue to focus on what you can see. Synchronicity. Oh my gosh, bitch. You guys saw me pull that. This is why I love doing what I do, because you can't make this shit up. I said, let's see what sign, symbol, synchronicity. I said something like that. Let's see what I can pick up on. I can't see that far ahead. You're in the pitch black. You can't see that far ahead, but baby, you have intuition and ambition to get out. Whatever it is that you are trying to get out, persevere. That card came out for you for a reason. Persevere and you will win. I know that if I am patient, I will win. I'm getting chills, okay? Tell yourself, I know that if I am patient, I will win. We are going to step in with the 4 cardinal directions. North, your physical self; east, new beginnings; south, challenges; west, emotions. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and get started with the north. Let's talk about the physical being. How can I boost the ego of my group number 3s about their physical being? Well, bitch, you the empress. Okay, so let me just start off by saying that you should just feel good because you look good. And when you look good, you feel good. Now, does this mean that your insides are good? Not always, but I would like to assume that if you are brought to this channel, you have good insides, or you are working on having good insides, okay? But honestly, it's like, what more could you ask for, okay? There's like this, this ego boost around your physicality to just say, like, look, it could be so much worse, okay? I'm getting someone who might be like, even if you don't resemble Rihanna, let's just take this as an example. You have the beauty that equates to the Rihannas of this world, but you're too busy focused on your big forehead. Girl, boy, get over it, okay? We have so much more to worry about in this lifetime. Let's talk about the East, new beginnings. We have justice, okay? We have more Libra energy. We have a lot of Libra energy coming out here. What you give is what you get. 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 I don't know why you guys need to keep hearing that, but what you give is what you get. Although you might not get what you gave right away. South, challenges, the Chariot. So your challenge is quite literally perseverance. Your challenge is just how long are you willing to keep going, okay? With this East representing justice, new beginnings is what you, that's why what you give is what you get. Challenge though, are you going to keep going? Are you going to keep giving so you can get what you want to get? Okay. This ego boost is really just you talking to yourself, because I feel like this group has already been like following a path very specific, okay, or you see a way out is what I'm hearing. You see something very specific, okay. You see the way in some way, shape, or form, but it's like, okay, I see it, but does it see me? I get you questioning it now. I feel like the further you dig, the darker it gets. So you're like, yo, like, am I going the right direction? But you keep seeing little signs, symbols, hints, tips, tricks, synchronicities. You keep seeing shit for a reason. Trust in that. Keep going. The West, your emotional state, the Three of Pentacles. Keep yourself in balance here, okay? Call on like-minded individuals, on dreamers like yourself. Call on people that naturally just want to move forward, that are focused on a journey ahead, and not so much on competition, because I am seeing this energy of just being fed up with competition. I am getting that, just I feel like this group feels kind of lonely in a sense, but like I'm hearing it's lonely at the top. Whether this is talking about like you just sitting at the top of your game, okay, or if you really made it to the top, whatever this may be, but somewhere you are at the top and you are feeling a little lonely, you're feeling a little iced out, a little isolated, a little desolate. You're like, what can I do? And all you can do is keep trusting your instincts, because you are absolutely right. But keep yourself in check, keep yourself balanced. Your ego boost right now is that you're doing a great job right now, even though you might not be able to tell. I feel like a lot of you might experience like like roller coasters of emotions in some way, shape, or form, okay? And I just want you to know that it's a part of the journey, it's a part of life, okay? You don't have to label it. I feel like some people are like even worried that they may be labeled as bipolar or whatever the case may be. If you want to label your condition, then sure, go do that, but it's not necessary. As long as it's not hindering the way that you function, you can address it without putting a name to it, and learning to work with it, as opposed to making it some sort of excuse. If I'm being quite honest, it's like, what are we, what excuses are we formulating for ourselves to give up easier? Your ego boost is just letting you know that you've been going this strong. What the fuck would be the point in stopping now? So you are really being called to connect with people on deeper levels, to network more, to find more things that are committed to you, okay? I'm also getting this energy of planting more seeds will help you too, okay? I feel like maybe you've become hyper focused in a certain area. You guys have a lot of energy, a lot of vibes. The Empress has a lot of different alleyways and tips and tricks and all this to make things work for her. She has multiple avenues, multiple streams, okay? Yeah, the Strength card. Keep persevering. That's why Spirit is coming through here, because your ego boost lets you know that if you are patient, if you are persistent, if you are consistent, you will win. Wrapping it all up, look, financial discipline. You want to be rich? Make a plan. Get started. What can you build for yourself? Okay, but I'm also seeing this is also talking about, I feel like a lot of you might be either worried about finances or worried about what you will do with the finances. This is also talking about financial literacy coming through here as well. When you come into abundance, or if you have abundance already, let yourself be, okay, there's two sides here. For one group, you have financial literacy, you have information to give to people. Please find a way to relay these messages to people. For the other group of you, financial literacy, financial discipline is your next step to help you get to this point. But overall, this is talking about your ability to collect, your ability to attract. Like, it's all right here, or all the potential, all the energy is right here. All you have to do is commit to it. That's it. All you have to do is commit to it. You're already on the right path. All you have to do is commit. Let's go ahead and get 2 cards to close out with the African goddesses rising. First one, we have Nimba, harvest. Exactly. All you have to do is commit. It's all right here, unfolding right before your very eyes. But all you have to do is commit, okay? Let's go ahead and get one more. I already read this one from the book and it's pretty straightforward. A harvest is a harvest, baby. All right, so I'm not going to read that one, but depending on what this last one is, I may read it. Where did she go? She doesn't want to be seen. What the hell? Where did she go? And it's crazy because secrets revealed is at the bottom of the deck. Where did this card go? Why are you hiding, baby? What is it? Oh, wow. This card is gone. What the hell? All right. I'll be right back, y'all. Sheesh. And let's talk about how important it's going to be when I whip this card out. Because the card that disappeared is Tituba. Feeling safe. Your soul is seeking, oh Lord, is seeking sacred time, space to the self. I see that your soul is craving more independence, and I see that is coming towards you. That's what this journey is about. And again, all you have to do is keep going. This Tituba is also coming to me with this energy of getting comfortable where you are, not constantly searching, seeking. Let it come to you. I see you journaling, reading, looking down, planting seeds, doing whatever it is that you do, and then you kind of look up and your garden has just multiplied before your eyes. So I'm going to read Tituba, the number 4, to you. Goddess of feeling safe, Barbados, Guyana, and Salem. This is the temple of ancestors. The element is air. Great ancestress Tituba was an enslaved Caribbean woman who was the first person accused in the 1692 Salem witch trials. She was most likely kidnapped from the Guyana region in South America and then sold through a Barbados plantation. For some of you, this is talking about your spirituality and how it may be affecting your career or your home life, and you're trying to save up to get out of a certain circumstance or situation. Let's continue on. Tituba's guidance. It is finally safe to be you. You have wandered through a dark night. Your trip has been long. There is light ahead. Your liberation is apparent. The embodiment of Tituba. You deserve to feel secure. Feeling safe is knowing that your basic needs are met. Feeling safe is feeling at home in your body. Feeling safe is trusting your journey. Feeling safe is feeling free around those you love. Feeling safe is trusting that the sun will rise again. If you grew up emotionally, spiritually, or physically unsafe, reset your default expectations to a healthier vibration. The goddess's declaration for you: I am safe. It is safe to be safe. So you are being called to dance in the safety of the abundance that is flowing into your life day by day, one blessing at a time. Sometimes it's not monetary. Sometimes it is a gift of seeing things clearly. Synchronicity. There's little blessings being sprinkled into your life every single day, and you're being called to dwell on these things, because what you're not realizing is that these little sprinkles are actually God sprinkling seeds. And you're like all you see is like little things that kind of look like bugs. You keep flicking them off of you, and you're not realizing that they're actually planting seeds all around you to create this beautiful, abundant harvest of a garden. But all you have to do is sit there, do you, and let the blessings come to you, flow to you, and let them grow over time. And there will be rain, sleet, snow, hail. There will be prominent times where you will need to, what's the word I'm looking for? What is the word for when you have to not sacrifice necessarily, but when you have to be mindful? There we go. Financial discipline. You have to be disciplined in what you spend your money, your time, your effort, your energy into, because there is scarcity, or because the environment is not going to allow your tomatoes to grow. So you know that you have to use your tomatoes wisely, okay? My goodness, why is that word not coming to me? The word that I'm looking for. channeling be just throwing me all off. I'll use the word in everyday conversation, but when it comes to this, I can't. When you, okay, we'll say you're just mindful about what you indulge in and what you don't indulge in, and when to indulge and when not to indulge. This is just knowing when it's time to fall back, knowing when it's time to spend, okay? Again, financial discipline. This is talking about anything that has some sort of energetic value. This is time, monergy. Oh my gosh, this is time, effort, energy, money, anything. But I'm seeing you being more mindful about where you spend it based on the signs, symbols, and synchronicities that you are seeing just these 10 feet in front of you. But what you're not seeing is that the garden is blossoming in the darkness around you, okay? You feel like you're like mindlessly just tumbling through life or stumbling through life, but what you're not seeing is that this new area that you've embarked upon, what you're not realizing is actually your territory, your domain. This is where you can blossom, where you can bloom. And the sun is slowly rising, but it's actually the sun is rising in the east while you're facing the west. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave this reading right here. There was a lot of stumbling and just, but let's focus on secrets revealed. As I was saying that the sun is rising in the east and setting in the west, you're looking towards the west, okay? I feel like you are so focused on one ending, or so focused on something, hyper focused on something, that you're not seeing the sun rise every morning, whatever that may mean. I'm going to leave this reading right here. I hope this reading brought a little bit of peace, love, light, healing, clarity, most importantly, truth and motivation to you. Much love, much life. Give this video a thumbs up. Book a personal reading today through the very first link in the description box. Head on over to thegoddessoftheunknown.com to book your personal reading today. Purchase your Tay Gang merch with the Etsy link in the description box. Any of the t-shirts that you choose to like and purchase are contributing to the channel because it is a partnership. So whether it's a Tay Gang shirt or just another really cool shirt, because they're all super cool, there is benefits for the channel. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Much love, much life. Next group, I'm on to you. Group number 4, Angelite. I am hearing that modesty is harming your natural ability to shine. Let's get an ego boost for my group number 4s. The number 2 is coming through here, so this could be referring to you going to group number 2, but I'm actually being told that this has to do with your relationships, your connections. There are connections that make you feel small, make you feel irrelevant, make you feel, I'm going to see what cards actually just came out. Health, moderation, financial discipline. There's a lot of connections or relationships. These can be habits, not just connections with people. These can be connections with habits, people, places, and things that are eating away at your ability to shine your brightest light on the world. Manifestation, which is blocking this manifestation from coming through here. All right, so I'm going to pull 2 numerology cards, one for now and one for later. This is now and this is later. Bottom of the deck, we have spiritual partnership. Didn't I talk about your partners? Okay. And that's number 27. Exactly. It's the people that you are choosing to surround yourself with or listen to or vibe with. Okay. Like let's reconsider who is part of our inner circle. Okay. This does not always mean that someone is like out to get you, but are they there for your highest and greatest good? Okay, so this is definitely talking about how are your connections with people, places, and things, or habits, addictions, stopping you from shining. We have rebirth here. Number 16, I feel that there is a hesitation to allow this rebirth to complete. I feel like this is a rebirth that has been initiated, but hasn't been seen all the way through for whatever reason. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Like it's blue in the background because it's been considered a truth, but we have red here telling me that it hasn't been solidified yet. Like this is something that is yet to happen because we are trying to belittle the self. We are doing the cardinal directions. North is going to represent your physical being. East is going to represent new beginnings. South is going to represent challenges, while West is going to represent emotions. One card flipped over, and this is going to represent your North. At least I thought it flipped over. So you really trying to, that's what I thought. All right. Okay. All right. The Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands. I don't know. For some reason, I'm getting this energy of some of you may have like a scar from an early age, or a scar, something from birth, or something along these lines here. But I'm going to pull out the rest of your cards, all right? Let me move that a little bit over. But let's talk about your physical being here. I'm seeing that you are no weakling. I'm seeing that you are knocked down 9 times, get up 10, and the 10th time, damn it, they really wish they wouldn't have messed with you, okay? I'm getting that there's like, it's like this beast that wants to come out that you won't let out because you're afraid of what it will do, what it will devour. But what you're not realizing is that this very part of you that you are pushing away, for whatever reason, okay, for whatever reason, the people around you, or your environment, or your religion, or your teacher, your coach, someone has made you feel that something is inappropriate, or that something is dirty, or sinning, or just not modest, okay? Let's go ahead and get your East, New Beginnings. How is this an ego boost? The World. Okay, so we are burying that. Okay, we are literally burying everything that I was just talking about. Your ego boost is talking about you unraveling the bow that was holding your past together, letting it all fall apart. And I'm seeing you reaching in for a very valuable trinket here. You're being called to not throw away everything from your past, but hold on to the treasures, the values, okay? I'm seeing that you have been able to do that, and that is a part of this ego boost, is that you have been able to take treasure from rubbish, okay? I am seeing that. South, we have the Four of Pentacles, yeah. With the Four of Pentacles being representing your challenges, this is definitely talking about stagnancy and the inability to see beyond this wall that's literally here. It's literally a wall separating you from the world, and I'm seeing that you have freed yourself from this. Okay, I'm hearing the term emancipation. You have emancipated yourself from the world's view, or from someone else's point of view, or from a specific community's point of view. And then the Seven of Swords representing your emotions. Wow. You are really seeing a lot of truths coming up here. A lot of truths about yourself, and I'm seeing you question things a lot more. You are no longer deeming your curiosity as something negative, which I see was something of the past. You were told not to be curious, not to be this, not to be that, but you're seeing that that is exactly where your value is. I'm seeing you doing a complete turnaround from who you once were, and this is your ego boost here to show that you have overcome a lot, and you are very inquisitive, and you are facing the right direction. Even if you feel like you're facing 15 different directions at once, you are facing the right direction. Perseverance, keep going. It's not easy creating a whole new way of existing that is completely separate from how you once were, or what you were once taught. So keep going and allow the pieces to kind of fall into place for you. And I'm just seeing that you feel like the world may be against you right now, but I'm hearing that they will see your way, or things will see you through, okay? But it's just this guaranteed workout, okay? Something is going to work out for your highest and greatest good. We are going to pull 2 African goddess rising cards, and I'm going to close out your reading by reading those from the book. We have grief here, exactly. Finding that gold in the midst of rubbish, okay? A chapter that you had to close out. You don't shit on it, is what I'm getting. Like, if you are shitting on this past chapter of your life, don't. But I'm actually seeing that a lot of you are learning how to empower yourself from this significant chapter. Wow, shame. Okay, wow. Wow, 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 wow. This is a very powerful message, definitely referring to releasing the shame and the grief that was put on you or brought to you based on, this is definitely talking about like belief systems or religion or what your parents told you or whomever told you. I'm just seeing you releasing all of those burdens. I'm seeing the number 19 and 29, the difference of 10. All right. Let's go ahead and read the number 29. We have grief. Allah. And I'm probably mispronouncing like all of these names, but the goddesses know. I mean no harm. The number 29. Goddess of Grief. This is the Igbo, Nigeria. Temple of the Lovers, element bush. Ancient Earth Mother. I can't get that word out. I want to say Mudger. Ancient Earth Mother, Allah, is the foremost Igbo deity. Goddess Allah oversees motherhood, fertility, and the afterlife. After death, humans return to the womb of Allah. I hope I'm saying that right. But replanted in the soul to reincarnate. Allah's guidance for you. Give spirit your grief, bawl it out, wail it out, cry it out, sob, shriek, shed tears, surrender it. This is not to say that your circumstances that you come from were not worth grieving over. You did come from a tough past, a tough chapter, a tough reality, but look at how you are rebranding, how you are remolding yourself. You are rebirthing yourself. Embodiment. You are holding unprocessed grief. You want to skip over it and get back to normal, but grief doesn't go away because you ignore it. The only way to heal is to walk through it. Losing a loved one is the ultimate heartbreak, but you also experience grief after breakups, job loss, and disappointments. Self-love and self-care are required. Ask for support. Be gentle with yourself. The goddess's declaration for you. I am supported by my loved ones, those who are seen and those who are unseen. So I feel like there's been a long, desolate, lonely chapter for you all. And I know that it's less than favorable, but this is exactly what is going to create the greatest version of you every single day because of this start. Okay, for some of you, this is a past that you're overcoming or a lie that you are breaking free from. For some of you, this is a toxic household, okay? Whatever the case may be, you are breaking free from that and finding peace within it, okay? Long, bubbly Susie, shame, the number 19. We have shadow of shame. This is Garifuna, and Belize. The temple of shadows, the element of fire. Long Bubby, I said bubbly, my bad. Long Bubby Susie keeps the children of Belize terrified. Viewed as a shadow monster, she has the power to kill or to nurture with her long, scary breasts that contain milk and poison. This beautiful Afro-Indigenous spirit may be a distortion of the Arwak or Taino moon goddess Atabi. Here is your shadow guidance. You are beautiful and loved. Every part of you and your journey is beautiful. Even the ugliest moments. You have a heart, soul, and breath that makes you beautiful. Embodiment. You are secretly scared that you are not enough. Shame is lying to you. You are not broken, unlovable, ugly, or unworthy. Shame keeps you small and hiding. Accept yourself now. You are a bright light. Allow yourself to see who you really are. You are doing the very best you can. You are lovable and you are complete. The goddess declaration for you, I am protected. And with this protection comes protection from certain environments with people, places, and things that we maybe wanted to bring with us, but their season is over. It's you season now, baby. So embrace your me season and embrace everything from the past. And remember to pick up your gold when you unravel that bow from the past. Pick up that gold, leave the rubbish, leave the trash, but take the treasure with you into the future. It's the lesson, it's the blessing. It's what keeps you persevering through the struggles. Thank you so much for choosing and trusting me to be your reader. I hope this reading brought a little bit of peace, love, light, healing, clarity, but most importantly, truth and motivation to you. If you'd like to book a personal reading, very first link in the description box, head on over to the Goddess of the Unknown to book your personal reading today. Purchase your Tay Gang merch or any merch that I have created with a partnership through Etsy. The shop is called Neutral. I'll link it in the description box. Always appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for the love and the support. And if you would like to give this video a thumbs up to show energetic support, you sure can. If you would like to leave a physical, tangible gift or a monetary gift, there is a virtual tip jar as well as a P.O. box listed in the description box as well. But without further ado, let's get into the next group. Alright, so if you selected Blue Lace Agate, group number 5, I see you completely clearing the clutter. You're cleaning off it's a new slate. The slate has been cleaned, it's been primed, it's been sold to the highest bidder, and you have got a new slate. Okay, you are I'm seeing lighter, brighter, and fresher colors here. I'm just seeing this energy of renewal. Okay, so how can I hype up my group number 5s? Anything that you have recently gotten rid of or considered getting rid of, whether this is a physical thing, a person, place, or a thing, or a mentality, a mental process. Okay, it could be anything, but something that you have just kind of said, you know what, I'm done with this. Okay, I'm fed up with my own ish right now, so I'm going to change this. Okay, and now blue calcite is drawing to me. So a lot of blues. I'm seeing a lot of truths about yourself have come up to the surface and you have stopped ignoring them. So this is your ego boost to say you are on the right track. Bottom of the deck, we have timeout. Exactly. You have retracted from anyone and everything. I'm seeing that some people have been cut off or cut off for now. I'm seeing that you are cutting yourself off from social media, the world, their opinions. I feel like you were too overly involved in what was going on around you, and you recognized that and you nipped it in the bud. So I have 2 cards here, one for now and one for later. Your now card, we have environment. Wow, the number 44. You have again cleansed the slate. You may have even just up and moved to a different state, a different city. But there's something new here. Okay, this could be a new job. It could be anything new. This is what you are being called to give yourself an ego boost for, is the newness around you that started with something that you decided to say no more of this, or I want more of this. Sometimes it's not about what we don't want, it's about what we do want now. And I see that you kind of came to this sense of respect for what it is that you desire. This is going to represent your north direction. This is the physical being. Then we have east, that will represent your new beginnings. We have south for challenges, and we have west for emotional state. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into your ego boost reading. Bottom of the deck, we have the 6 of Cups. Okay, so this is definitely talking about you reorganizing, reconfiguring, putting a pause on one thing, saying time out here so that I can fix this, that, and the third. Or maybe you have been feeling like you've been put in timeout by life, but I see that you have been productive in this timeout. Okay, I see that retrogrades have served you well, whether we are in one now or not when you are watching this. I'm just seeing that you have been your own retrograde to kind of come through, reconfigure, reconstruct, and reevaluate what it is that you put significant weight onto, okay, or energy that you put into. So for your physical being, we have the 2 of Wands here. This is talking about you getting comfortable with the baby steps. Okay, this is like literally a stairwell to heaven, and I'm seeing that you decided to go back down to the bottom floor somewhere. This is you starting over. This is that reconfiguring, reconstructing that new foundation, the number 44. There's something or many somethings that you have completely reconfigured. I see you going through, deleting your emails, unsubscribing, changing your phone number, changing your social media, cleansing your social media, removing certain people, adding certain people. I see you reevaluating what lights you up. And I see that there could also be people that do not like this reconfiguration that you have initiated in your life because it put them on the outs, but that's none of your concern, because at the end of the day, you are simply on this path to growth. And I'm seeing that if anything was hindering that or getting in the way of that, you didn't question it, you just kind of let it go. Now, this doesn't mean that you're just up and cutting people off just for the fluck of it. I'm seeing that you're letting things naturally fall away if you can tell that they were meant to. The 7 of Cups coming in, representing the East of New Beginnings. This is going to usher in new beginnings in every avenue of your life. Love, perspective, emotions, fears, anxieties, new ways of seeing these things, new ways of seeing the old things so that you can reconfigure and reconstruct again. I see you stepping into a chapter of constantly evolving for your greatest and highest good. I see there are going to be new temptations, there are going to be new heights, new lows, new downfalls, there's going to be new everything, all because of this I'm cleaning the slate energy that you came through with, or because you decided to sit in the moment when spirit put you in a timeout, when God put you in a timeout to say, hey, I need you to reconfigure, reconstruct, rebuild, get reacquainted. It's the re's here, okay? The re's, redoing a lot. Challenges of the South, there we go, the Three of Swords. Yeah, it may have been hard to say, you know what, it's not healthy for me to constantly watch this mukbang YouTuber all the time, because every time I watch them, I go and buy crab legs, which cost me $50 every time I go and buy it. Okay, I'm vegan, so I don't even know. But look, this is just how it's coming through here, is that if you know that something was not healthy for you, you are reconstructing, reconfiguring, getting rid of, adding to, subtracting. This is the planning phase I'm seeing, and you are being boosted for planning, for prosperous and positive new beginnings. So for the West, your emotions, we have the King of Wands, someone who is very self-assured and very confident in the choices that they have made thus far, or at least this is how you should be feeling, because again, the choices that you have made, I see that you turn the light off over here. Notice how the King of Wands, his card is light and you're facing the light, but you turn the light off on some aspects. Okay, you turn the light off on some aspects, and I'm seeing that your passion is going to start lighting you up even more. I'm seeing you exploring new places with new people, with new mindsets. There could be new spirit guides coming into your environment. You could have actually physically moved. I see some of you getting new cars. See some of you moving schools, transferring jobs, getting a raise. Okay, some of you are taking a promotion to move to a different area, or some of you are taking a demotion to move to a different area, because that's what would make you happier. All right, and then we have the number 67, physical activity. So no more timeout, we are now up and moving because you have moved accordingly. You're going to start noticing things transferring and realigning and reconfiguring themselves with you and the decisions that you have made up until this point. For some reason, the difference between 44 and 67 is standing out, which is 23. So 23 could be a relevant number for you. Okay, I don't know why I'm getting like the 23rd block. Okay, the 23rd block of Chester, Worcester, Dorchester, and Signal Way, Donald Way. Okay, I don't know. Look, I feel like somebody is trying to give me specific street names. I feel like a bunch of street names were just thrown into, but it was two very prominent streets I'm seeing here, moving into like a more metropolitan kind of area. All right, so for some of you, that's like Seattle. I'm also hearing New York, Washington, Spain, Uruguay, Eugene. There's a lot of stuff coming through right now, but I'm gonna pull two African goddess rising cards, and this is going to be our icing on the cake of this reading. Bottom of the deck, we have scarcity. Okay, so this is definitely referring to what we choose to focus on. This is talking about how you were in this desolate state, this state of not knowing how to move, this state of feeling like nothing was working out, this state of feeling like everything was sucking you dry, but it was all in your perspective. Okay, you're realizing that those moments of stillness are actually moments that you are being given by the universe to reconfigure, to reconstruct. And I see that you're starting to get aligned with this. I see that you are aligning more with God's way as opposed to being stubborn about how you must get it. Okay, we have Tanit, pleasure, the number 11. All right, and I'm going to read these straight from the book because I'm not going to pretend that I know about the African goddesses in their entirety. Yeah, I can pick up intuitively, but I feel like that's doing them a disservice, a disrespect if I don't read. All right, we have Queen Nandi, intuition, the number 35, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and read these two aloud, and then we're going to go ahead and close out this reading. So I hope you found this reading helpful. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy. And if you'd like to purchase some TAYgang merch, we do have t-shirts. There is an Etsy shop called Neutral. I will link in the description box that you can check out. Anything that you choose to purchase there is a contribution to the channel because it is a partnership. So much love to you. If you'd like to book a personal reading, very first link in the description box to make that happen. There is an option to get a Hype Me Up personal reading for $22.22. I highly recommend, if you enjoy videos like this, to do that because I enjoy giving them as much as you do receiving them, all right? Let's go ahead and get started. Let's read Tanit Pleasure, the number 11. Okay, and if I butcher any of these names, Lord forgive me, Lord forgive me. All right. The goddess of pleasure. This is Tunisia. Look at that. I'm already messing up. Temple of conjurers. Element air. Tanit was the goddess of stars in ancient Carthage. Today, all the way over in Ibiza, they still have pleasure-filled full moon midnight table dancing parties in her name. Tanit's guidance. You are thirsty for more pleasure. You can't thrive when life feels dry. You are made of laughter and stardust. Now, not sawdust. Pleasure is your birthright, a gift from the universe, embodiment of this energy. How much juicy pleasure can you stand? Turn up the pleasure principle. You secretly feel that you don't deserve it, but pleasure is a healing and manifesting force. Laughing, loving, and orgasmic joy is holy. Hold your hands over your reproductive area and say aloud, I deserve pleasure. Goddess declaration. It feels good to feel good. Allow yourself to feel good about the choices that you have made thus far, because I'm feeling like there's inconsistency, like this high and low vibe where you feel like you made the right choice, but then there's those low moments. Let me reassure you, you're doing just fine. We are entering the temple of the queens now. Queen Nandi, the number 35. This is goddess of intuition, Zulu. The temple of queens, the element of fire. Queen Nandi was the mother of warrior king Shaka Zulu. I'm sorry, I said Zula. Shaka Zulu. His father's royal family first rejected her. They said that she wasn't pregnant and her belly resulted from Shaka beetle sting. But Nandi knew her son would be great before he was born. Queen Nandi's guidance. You already know. Take a deep breath and surrender to what you know to be true. Trust your inner wisdom and guidance. Everything that you've done up until this point, you may not see the reason now, but it will all come together. Embodiment. What is your guidance telling you? Put your hands over your third eye, center of your forehead, and ask, if I knew what the answer is, what would it be? Then follow your first instincts, which is what you have been doing, so continue to do so. The Creator and your ancestors connect with you through your intuition. Trust your internal GPS. The nudges, signs, and coincidences are divine guidance, because coincidences do not exist. That is me interjecting here. Slow down. Go for a walk, meditation, be present with nature and pay attention. Being present allows you to feel, hear, see, and sense your guidance. Hence the environment. You're being called to take your guidance right now and allow it to guide you forward. There is a new step. Goddess declaration for you. I am knowing. Much love to you. Thank you so much for choosing and trusting me to be your reader. I hope this reading brought a little bit of peace, love, light, healing, clarity, but most importantly, truth and motivation to you. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy. If you like to leave a donation, whether it is a tangible gift or a monetary gift, there is a virtual tip jar as well as a P.O. box listed in the description box. And a whole bunch of other links that you can check out for TAYgang merch. You can check out for social media links. You can check out for music. There's just everything, all right? Much love, much life to you. Until next time, take care.